Greetings to you new wrestling fans and to you hardcore holics. Welcome to FMW Home Entertainment, Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, the world's innovators of hardcore wrestling. I'm John Watanabe.
And I'm Eric Main Vein Geller.
And we're here at the FMW Wrestling Training Center, where lots of the FMW top stars train on a daily basis. Train hard to give you the kind of action that you expect in FMW rings. And our first matchup is a typical hardcore match pitting Matsunaga, who has handled a few weapons in his life, versus the madman behind the leather mask, Super Leather.
Super Leather, a very freaky dude. Allegedly, he has killed, assassinated FBI guys, peeled off their face, made his own little mask. This guy, he will never take off the mask. He showers with that mask on, just like John showers with his underpants on. I just want to point that out for the fans who don't know that, John.
Yeah. I got something under wraps and planned for you in the alley after the show is over. But anyway, coming up, you'll see some weapons involved and even a unique kind of toothbrush you don't see at your local dentist's office. Here we go. Let's go to the ring.
リーグ戦ではありますけどね、なんかリーグ戦抜きに過去1勝1敗ですし、完全決着を狙いたいと思います。あと前回の2回と違いまして、今回は完全なその猪木さんと上田馬之助さんのやった時のデスマッチですが、完全にベニヤ板に釘打った状態と、落差が大きくなるんで、落ちた時の衝撃とかね、考えると、大変だなと思いますけど、まあ落ちるつもりは全くないんで、落とします必ず、今日は勝ちますのでよろしくお願いします。
FMW Hardcore Action, John Watanabe with
Eric Malt Liquor Geller. Hey, if you saw any of that interview earlier, the well-spoken Super Leather, if that was any indication of what's to come, then this is going to be quite a match.
Super Leather was all fired up about this one, pun intended, and he can't wait to crack some skulls.
You can see Super Leather in the mask and the dreadlocks. Matsunaga, the blonde hair, just throwing him outside of the ring right now, kicking him outside of the ring. Super Leather in the apron and the long...
And the man behind the mask.
That's the man.
Nice suplex into the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Super Leather kicks out. Yes, that's right. Super Leather, he's not going to give up. He's not going to...
Wait, he's reaching under the ring for something. I don't know what he's got hidden underneath there. It was like he may have planted something before this match started.
Maybe his chainsaw. No, wait, what is
my
it?
Friend, that is the iron toothbrush. The iron toothbrush. Those are metal nails.
That's right.
Hundreds of nails on the end of that, which is a long toothbrush, and I think he's going to give Matsunaga a little cleaning, a little dental visit, if you will.
With no Novocaine. Oh! I think he just got some, cavities of a different kind, chest cavities.
How about that?
Yeah, he's holding his intestines, as we see. You know, this match may be over right here. It looks like Super Leather is ready to finish off Matsunaga, you know, with this, I guess you can call it, I think this is it, the Statue of Liberty move.
Liberty? The Statue of Liberty, where he's going to actually remove the liver with his bare hands, chop it up, and serve it in a nice...
No, come on. A little slip of the tongue, a Statue of Liberty move, where he pays a homage to his days working for the Mafia back in the States.
That's right.
Oh, Matsunaga goes down. There he is, that 2x4 with 5-inch nails on one side. That's the iron toothbrush.
He's cleaning all those hard-to-reach areas, Johnny.
Well, he's going to have to clean off that blood off of his face. Matsunaga is all scarred.
You know, Matsunaga spent a lot of his time studying on the island of Kuji under the great master
Kenji.
Kenji under Suichi. Of course, you know all about the lore of that. The shark trained on there, sort of a mysterious herbs and berries and a training technique that
Yeah, but right now, as far as that technique goes, it looks like Matsunaga, with all of his training on the island under the master, he's no match for good old-fashioned lumber of steel.
Well, that's right. A little iron toothbrush. I don't actually think they had iron toothbrushes on the island of Kenji.
On the island, I don't even think they brushed their teeth. Ooh, leg drop by Super Leather. You know, the iron toothbrush, you know, it's said to have more than 10,000 nails on it, and most of them are rusted.
Well, I think that's
Whoa.
It's a little parting gift there, a little tetanus there. Parting
Wait, Super Leather's not done, even though the bell rang. He just wants to punish more and
Maybe
more.
we should get some help in there. We're going to need some paramedics. You can see the blood dripping down Matsunaga. He's going to throw him out. This is just I can sense something bad. I got a bad. Oh, thank God that Matsunaga saved him off, and it's actually going for a pin of his own.
So the match isn't over. The action. Oh boy, I mean, the action. It's so.
There you go. Oh, hey, look at that. Looks like we're going to have a little payback here. Little payback on the back.
And paybacks are hell, as Super Leather finds out. Now
he rips up the apron. I think he wants some flesh. I think he wants to draw some blood. Look at that physique, Johnny. A little reminiscent of yours, perhaps. Look at that. Yeah, a little.
With the iron toothbrush.
I think we need to break out a little toothpaste on this one. Let's really scrub it clean. My goodness, kicks to the side of the face. Legend has it that Super Leather wears the mask, and it is made up of the skin of people he has formerly assassinated.
That's right, FBI agents he's killed. Oh! Super Leather, the man behind the mask, going up on the top turnbuckle. Whoa! You don't want to go outside the ring, Matsunaga, because outside the ring, a bed of nails.
Nails, barbed wire. You land on that stuff, and it's curtains for you, my friend. You can see the blood is just pouring on Matsunaga's face.
Yeah, I think Super Leather wants to turn Matsunaga into Swiss cheese. Oh, I can't watch this. Oh no, this is going to be gruesome. Oh no.
Kicking him out of the ring, reluctantly going down on that bed of nails.
Oh. Oh boy. Well, it's,
we're going to call that a win there. We're going to get a submission hold on Matsunaga. We're going to call this match up, and we're going to give it to Super Leather.
I think I hear the sumo wrestler singing. Oh. Goodbye. Oh boy. Well, hey, look,
a little more.
That's Matsunaga's manager.
Oh, that's Kanamura right there. The former circus clown. Getting a little circus treatment there by Super Leather.
Showing his support for Matsunaga. Now he's being beat up as well.
At least Matsunaga's off that bed of nails, but oh my God. Oh my God. Coming to you from the FMW Training Center in Japan. How'd you like that last match? You see that last weapon he brought out? That is the iron toothbrush. That is a hard paddle with what they say 10,000, I don't know if I counted 10,000 metal nails, rusty metal nails, and those metal nails have gotten into some of the bloodstreams of some of the wrestlers, Ed Onita for sure, and he had to retire out of that one. Johnny, I tell you what, if I had that paddle now, I would scrub you up and down, baby, because you could use it.
Yeah, right. I'd like to pound some 9-inch nails into your 1-inch brain, pal. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, coming up, we're going to see a nice old-school kind of match featuring Ricky Fuji, the Japanese boy toy, and his partner Oya versus the tag team, the father and son tag team of Fujiwara, the veteran, and his son Ikeda.
Well, I've loved seeing Fujiwara back in the ring. Just a legendary wrestler. And he's done well with Ikeda. He's taught his son some moves, and I love to see the father and son sort of action going on. Speaking of father and son action, I just want to say right now, John, you had a past with your father, and I know through all the beatings and the inappropriate touchings, you've really come a long way, and I'm proud of you, and I just think that for all you people who've had to endure that one, John, let him be an example.
Yeah, right, son. I'm going to open up a can of whoop-ass on you because I said so. But I should mention that Fujiwara is well known for the Fujiwara armbar. Now, maybe for those of you who grew up in the Carolinas, you've seen Ole Anderson apply that arm submission hold, wearing down his opponents with the arm bar hold. But in Japan, Fujiwara is known for wearing out his opponents with a Fujiwara arm bar. Let's go to the ring.
あれからですね、練習もね、ビシッとやってますしね、今日は絶好調ですからね。もう僕のプロ生活23年ですけど、まあそのうちでもまあ1番、2番というね、もう絶好調です。で、まあね、今日はほら、パートナーもちょっといいしね、今日はまあいけるんじゃないかと。
今回、組長に 大抜擢を受けまして、もう死に物狂いでベルト取ります。はい。
これはね、気合を入れると強いんだよ。今日は気合が入ってるから。な、行こう、頑張ろう。
はい。お願いします。
藤原、札幌に、わざわざ負けに来たのか。かわいそうに。
藤原、歴史は繰り返すぞ、藤原。楽しみにしてる藤原、歴史は繰り返すだ。
Here comes the challenger, Fujiwara, with his bodyguards, and boy, does he look mean. I mean, look at the scowl on his face and all the fans. Ricky Fuji and Ouya better be prepared. Oh.
And speaking of Ouya, there he is, not wasting any time as he clobbers Fujiwara in the head with a 2x4. Fujiwara didn't even have time to see it coming, John.
And now, here's Ricky Fuji coming up from behind, taking on Fujiwara's partner and son, Ikeda. We're not even in the ring or at the starting bell, and there's already pandemonium. John Watanabe here along with
Eric the Spleen Geller. I mean, I don't think I can remember a time when a tag team has used a surprise attack like this. And that's exactly what Fujiwara and his son Ikeda are all about. They're kamikazes in the ring, and even in real life, too.
That's right. Fujiwara's entire family were kamikaze bombers in World War II, which means that they took their own lives in destroying their enemy, and they taught Fujiwara that same trick. To him, whoa, there's Ricky Fuji with a tag team.
Now you can see Ouya is in the long black pants. He's kicking on Ikeda right now. And there is Ricky Fuji. He's applying a little, I'm not sure what kind of stick that is, but again, he's using that to gouge the eye out of Ikeda. Ricky Fuji in the camouflage pants in the corner.
Yeah, those nice 1980s rock and roll pants, if you will. Oh, Fuji with a kick to the midsection. Onto Ikeda, the son of Fujiwara. You know, Fujiwara and Ikeda, they're a father and son team, so that means they really trust each other. They know each other very, very well their entire lives. And that's been a successful element in lots of past father and son teams, like Bob and Brad Armstrong in the South, Kurt and Larry the Axe Henning in the Midwest. I think these two are going to gel well as a father and son.
Oh, like a Sanford and Son, a Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, you big dummy. Come on, get back to the action.
I hear you coming. I'm coming to you, Elizabeth.
Oh, chokehold by Ricky Fuji onto Ikeda.
I mean, to say Ricky Fuji is whipping Ikeda's ass right now is not only a figure of speech, but it's also a stone-cold fact. As some of you might remember the last time they met in the ring, which is still discussed today at anger management seminars. But this time, there's a lot more than a belt on the line. It's about pride. It's about pain.
Ricky Fuji has definitely opened a can of whoop-ass son on Ikeda, and Fujiwara does not like it. Fujiwara, he wants in, but the referee won't let him until they can tag up.
I mean, that's the thing about father and son tag teams. They've spent so much time together, they think alike. There's almost an ESP mind trick going on, and that's the secret weapon that it plays to their advantage. Fujiwara knows when his son's mental condition is weakening, and he's ready to come in, ready to finish him off. Look at the action outside
the ring.
That's Ricky Fuji and Fujiwara.
Fujiwara's bleeding from the forehead.
It looks like Ricky Fuji is taking his nails and digging them into the skull, trying to draw blood from the opponent.
All this and more you gotta expect in FMW wrestling. Hardcore outside the ring action at its best. Ooh, Ikeda's bleeding as well.
Ikeda taking it out, a little punishment on Ouya. It's about time. Oh, and he tags in the old man. Here comes Pops.
Yeah, now we're starting to see some of his trademark moves. You know, he's got 23 years of fighting experience to be exact. And don't forget the kamikaze blood in his veins, which I'm sure he's passed along to his son. Boy, he's one-man fighting machine. A tsunami destroying everything in his wake.
You can see there that the blood's pouring down his face.
He's going for a suplex, it looks like. Oh, armbar! Nice armbar reversal. Fujiwara in control. Until Ricky Fuji makes the save.
The old man still got a little pop in him, huh? Still got a little lead in his pencil. Still moves pretty spry for an old guy, huh?
And the fans are popping for Pop as well. They're really getting into this FMW hardcore action.
The ref is telling him to get off. He's got a chokehold on him right now. He's got a chokehold, and let me point out to you. Those are perfectly legal maneuvers. I mean, He's got him by the hair right now. Another perfectly legal maneuver. I think you might have seen that originally by a certain Lawrence Fine, an American back in the late 40s. And that move is actually the reason why Fujiwara won't go into the ring without a shaved head. He knows how painful it is, and he doesn't want anybody pulling his hair.
So you're saying he'd rather be a Curly than a Larry?
I'm saying you are a moron. Yep, yep, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the victim of circumstances. I like to poke this guy. Yeah, I'd like to poke you in the eyes right now.
Another day at the office, but look at Ouya. He's going to try and get a reversal, spin him over, and go for a crab move. No, look at the old veteran, the old wily pro. Tagging in. Here comes Ikeda. Ooh, the little stomp ass on the shoulder. A little stomp ass to the back of the head. A little stomp ass to the front, to the back. Look at the stomp ass going on here.
He's kicking some whoop ass. That's what it's called.
I prefer stomp ass. Just that's my preference.
Go fashioned right to the head of Ouya. Ouya, resilient, kicking Fujiwara's son, Ikeda.
Oh, yeah, como va. Look at that, huh?
Okay, Carlos. This is Japanese wrestling, FMW hardcore style.
Oh, yeah, como height. Onigashima.
Boy, it's hot in this arena, as you can see. The fans are waving fans, but there's lots of heat in the ring, too.
See, this is a supercharged match out here. I think finally the father and son team of Fujiwara and Ikeda have regained some of their composure after that sneak attack by Ouya and Ricky Fuji. But now it's turned into just a classic grudge match battle in the middle of that ring.
Nice neck breaker by Ouya. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, and boy, the son has some ring savvy in him. Maybe his dad taught him. Go for the ropes in order to break the hold.
Well, again, he was comes from a long line of kamikaze pilots.
That's right.
And those that didn't die in the great tsunamis of World War II lived on to pass that gene of fearlessness, the warrior aggression, onto the next line. And you can see that Ikeda, certainly, with the blood pouring down his face, is a true warrior in the kamikaze sense. There is no quit. This team will not quit.
Ikeda really paying his dues in the ring by pouring his blood and sweat into this FMW ring. And whoa! I don't know if you can see this on the monitors at home, but he's biting his ear. He's pulling a Mike Tyson.
Yeah, the refs puts a stop to that dirty fighting. I mean, we don't want any of that kind of fighting in this wrestling.
But as you know, anything goes in FMW frontier martial arts wrestling. Slap in the face. That's a real slap in the face by Ouya. Ouya makes a tag to Ricky Fuji.
I mean, you never know what you're going to get when you come to an FMW match. I mean,
nice drop kick by Ricky Fuji. There's lots of nice high-flying moves, Ricky Fuji. The 1980s rocker. Oh, nice forearm by Ricky Fuji. Whoa, spinning kick. Whoa.
I mean, that was quite a move. I mean,
wait, what just hit me? It's a filling. It's from Ricky Fuji's mouth. Ikeda has knocked a gold filling out of Ricky Fuji's mouth.
Van, you're not going to believe it. 2 seats down right over from us, a filling came out of his mouth and landed. I'm pointing out to one of the guys to see if he can pick this up, but I'm telling you, you never know what you're going to get when you come to an FMW match. How about that? That is going to be a souvenir for some lucky fan, a gold filling.
Yeah, what a nice souvenir. Whoa, pile driver. Yeah, what a nice souvenir they could sell at FMW souvenir stands.
A nice little keepsake. You get that frame. Maybe you get a little autograph on there, a little authenticity.
By the way, in real life, my dad's a dentist. Maybe I could set up an appointment with Ricky Fuji for my dad.
I mean, it seems like that you always trying to get a connection, squeeze a buck out of somebody, always working your angles, huh? Can we just stick to the wrestling, my friend John?
Whoa, nice armbar by the veteran Fujiwara. A Fujiwara armbar. He's famous for that move. Oh, the old veteran. He's bleeding, and I think he might be tiring, but I think the fans are on his side. Look, Fujiwara armbar.
We got a submission hold out of that one. Do we have a submission out of this one? We do.
Yes,
we do. Look at the old veteran.
Well, yes, this was the match to end all matches. It has everything. This match has everything. Drama, stamina, blood, well, mostly blood, but I think Fujiwara's years of experience paid off here. He knew what he wanted. He wanted to win, and like a bear circling his prey, he methodically broke down Ricky Fuji and Ouya's spirit.
And Fujiwara and his son are not humble about it at all. Look at them. They'll rile the crowd up. They felt like they deserved to win, and they did it. Look at them hugging and climbing the ropes, grabbing. They want the belt. They want the belt. Oh, he's posing for pictures. I mean, they don't want to forget what went down here tonight. Look at the victorious Fujiwara. He wants the belt, you know.
They want it, yes. And they want it, yes.
Ikeda is yelling at me right now. Where is the belt? I do not know, Mr. Ikeda. Okay.
The referee has the
okay.
belt. See,
Look at him posing for pictures.
Your winners in this FMW Tag Team Championship match, Fujiwara and Ikeda.
Triumphant return for Fujiwara and Ikeda. I'd like to see that happen. Of course, they come from a long line of kamikaze pilots, and they did not go down, but someone who does go down better than your little sister. Hey, Johnny, tell me what we got coming up.
Hey, I'm going to lay the smack down on you after the show. You know, it really was nice to see Fujiwara, the veteran, in action. I mentioned Ole Anderson earlier using the arm bar as a submission. You know, Ole Anderson, along with Gene and Arn, were known as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Well, I guess you can call Fujiwara and his son the Japanese Wrecking Crew. And you know, we're here at the FMW Wrestling Training Center, and Eric and I would like to show you new wrestling fans some wrestling moves. Now, I don't want anybody from Larry Sharp's Monster Factory or any other of the wrestling schools around the country to complain, to get down and harsh on the training techniques of Eric and myself. We're just doing it for fun, for the fun fans at home. So right now it's time for some FMW Wrestling School 101.
Now, what I'm going to show you here is how tag team partners really work over an opponent. Now, let's imagine that you had him outside of the ring. He smashed on the concrete, perhaps landed on a table, you took a chair, you bashed him, you're really making him hurt. But you want to finish him off in the ring, and you want to show him some more pain. Now, John Watanabe, our play-by-play man, happy to demonstrate for us. Thank you, Johnny.
No problem.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually strangle him through those middle two ropes. Now, John, if you don't mind, we're going to take this easy. Ladies, if you can help me out here.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Now, then what we would do, if we were really doing it, is slowly lower down on the rope and choke out our opponent. Huh? How do you like that, Johnny? How do you like that? Huh, John? Perfectly legal moves, huh? Spank him! Spank him! Hurt him! You own him! You! All right, good job. Let's get some lunch. Ready, guys? Snake sisters coming together nicely. There's a few things I haven't taught them, and namely, that's going to be with the barbed wire. You see what I got here? Hold it very carefully. This is a barbed wire noose right here. It'll choke out an opponent, and especially a person like you who likes to choke it, Johnny. I know you like to do. How would you use this, baby?
You know,
Let me see if we can get that on there, Johnny.
Hey,
oh,
watch
sorry.
it. Hey, speaking of snake girls or snakes, you know, you're a poisonous snake. I'm going to knock the venom out of you sooner or later. But right now, we're going to see some real hardcore ladies, a 2-on-3 matchup. That's right. You'll see the Shark, Bad Nurse, and Sub Misato versus the two-woman team of the lovely Megumi Kudo and Mother-in-Law. And don't forget, there is anything goes in FMW. There is barbed wire in this coming match.
Oh, yeah, and I look for the Shark and Mother-in-Law to really duke it out. Two powerful broads, Johnny. And I know you got to think for both of those ladies. You imagine Johnny getting in between that? That's going to be scary, huh? Scary good, Johnny. Yeah. You keep that for protection.
Hey, we're always broad on blood and violence and hardcore action, so let's go to the ring.
Oh, yeah, let's get that on there, Johnny. Let's get that. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Johnny. Do you like that, John? Do you like that action there? Oh, yeah, Johnny. You're getting some. First time ever, Johnny. Try it out, baby. Love the wire.
とりあえず目の前に土屋中村佐藤っていう敵はいるんですけども、今はそういう小さいことじゃなくて、うちの女子の本当の底力っていうか、そういうのを見せつけるために一生懸命もう本当に自分の持ってる力を出して勝ちたいと思います。
あんまりね、セク初とか初めてってあんまりそういうのに意識しないでね、もうそこに有刺鉄線があるからやるっていう気持ちで、もうあいつらをぶっ潰すだけですね。
いや、やるだけですよ。別に怖いもんとかないし。
この前の8月31日大阪で向こうが4人こっちが3人、その試合でこっちは勝ってるんだから、今日はこっち3人向こう2人、有刺鉄線はこっちの方がうまく使えると思うんで負けるわけがないですよ。
FMW hardcore action. This is the mother of all wrestling events, the women's spiked barbed wire 3-on-2 deathmatch. Paired up today are the Shark in green, Bad Nurse with the white face paint, and Sub Misato in her silver face paint. And on the other side, we have Mother-in-Law with the red blotched hair and the beautiful Kudo. John Watanabe here with
Eric Blind Lemon Geller. Look at this action, I'm telling you. John, you've got to remember that mother-in-law, she is so tough. She's like two people, so you can almost say this is really 3-on-3, not 2-on-3.
As most of you wrestling fans know, the trick here is to this 3-on-2 wrestling match is not to get thrown out of the ring. Surrounding the ropes are spiked barbed wire iron metal, and it tears through your skin like a Ginsu knife.
I mean, right from the start, we're seeing some 2-on-1 action, not the good kind, as the Bad Nurse and Sub Miss throw Kudo against the ropes.
This is the kind of action you gotta expect in FMW hardcore wrestling. No holds barred and no foreign objects barred. Oh, drop kick. Drop kick onto mother-in-law.
And we can see we've got Sub Miss, she's sort of writhing. I think she caught a little bit of that barbed wire right there. Mother-in-law in the orange hair, she's lifting up the Bad Nurse and trying to throw her out of the ring into the barbed wire.
Yeah, it's Bad Nurse with the white face paint and the mesh sleeves. Whoa, there's the shark in the green.
And Megumi Kudo in the pink, legendary for wearing the pink, often wears face paint, a crowd favorite. People love her like there's...
Hey,
wow,
she doesn't need face paint. Kudo is so beautiful. She's always pretty in pink, though. And Kudo has a side headlock on the shark, grounding the shark. Look at that barbed wire surrounding the ring. The object is not to get thrown out because you know what will happen.
Mother-in-law feels a little kick to the back, does nothing to her. Again, a very tough woman coming to the rescue of Megumi Kudo on the ropes. She grabs the shark, mother-in-law and shark, and these two, there is no love lost between these two right here. Look at that, ducks the clothesline.
And also in the ring, in the black and silver face paint and outfit is Sub Miss Sato, a former woman of the streets, I guess you could say. And no love lost toward mother-in-law, the former madam of the whorehouse.
Yeah, there's sort of a long, sordid history, but a lot of these people, they've cleaned up their past life. We're willing to forgive them. The fans of FMW have forgiven them, and they've gone on to be fearsome wrestlers. Again, they have a little of that bottled up rage from their past, working in a house of ill repute, as we should say. But again, they've taken that anger and brought it into the ring.
Oh, speaking of ill, I think Kudo has seen better days. Oh,
right on that.
They can easily pin her and win this match, but the triple tag team has their eyes on mother-in-law. They're ganging up on her, 3-on-1 as we could see, and the ref is letting it happen. This is hardcore. Mother-in-law has the strength of at least 2 in-laws, but she's met her match with these 3 femme fatales. Ever since mother-in-law gave up her days as a madam in a whorehouse, she's been persecuted by her concubines.
Bad Nurse being one of them.
And Bad Nurse is getting retribution for her years of streetwalking. She's even wearing one of her old hooker outfits.
Oh, she's just rubbing that right in the head. That is
rubbing it into her face. And the beautiful face of Kudo, the fan favorite. Oh.
I mean, did somebody order a Bloody Mary? Hello. Bartender, waitress, can I get a...
Seems to me, oh gosh. The beautiful face of Kudo.
That's a real good close-up look at that barbed wire. That is actually military-grade barbed wire. You can see the blood streaming down her face. Poor Megumi Kudo.
Sub Miss Sato seems to be enjoying this torture on the Kudo.
I think we're going to have to call some paramedics on hand right now because this is getting a little out of hand. Megumi Kudo is just, she's got, look at the Bad Nurse just standing on top of her, taunting her, going to give her a little bad medicine. Bad medicine, then the shark will probably swoop down and take a bite out of her.
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, Bad Nurse enjoying the torture on the Kudo. Bad Nurse, the one who looks like Marilyn Manson with a white face paint, and she's probably, just as evil. She has an evil aura about her, just like Marilyn Manson.
But can she croon like Marilyn Manson? That beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. I like to swing dance to Marilyn Manson, get out there and move a little bit, and then with my sweetheart, we like to see that.
Wait, croon? Oh, there's nothing funny about this. Oh, this is...
The shark in the green face, the green outfit, and the paint was just driving Megumi Kudo into that barbed wire. Plywood attached to barbed wire, attached to the ring.
And mother-in-law and Kudo, they need each other as a team in order to survive 3-on-2. I mean, if they can't help each other out as a team, they're finished.
Well, I tell you what, mother-in-law is one tough mother, but she is really taking it on right now. Megumi Kudo, fortunately, is just her and the shark. But Kudo, you can hear she's crying for help right now. She's begging for help. I think she might want to, oh, look at the shark just driving her nails into that skin. Again, this is a common move in FMW. If you can draw blood on the opponent, see the blood go into their eyes. It's that feeling of the opponent. Oh, wait, she's got a spike. She's got a spike and she's driving it into the forehead.
Wait. It looks to be, it's a metal fish hook meant to string up large fish, and she's jamming it into Kudo's forehead.
That's got to leave him. That will leave him.
Bad Nurse is treating Kudo like a fresh fish.
Well, at least in Japan, it's considered a delicacy. Well, I'm just saying the sushi thing. We got a pin count on this one.
I like to make sashimi out of you, pal.
Wasabi, wasabi.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. See, there it is, the metal fish hook again. Shark is using it. This is the shark's prey. Kudo is the shark's prey, using that metal fish hook.
Oh, look at the bad nurse. Is she going to put a bandage on this wound? I think not. I think if she's got some salt, she will rub it in.
Bad nurse seems to be gloating about this torture on the Kudo.
Now, I've never actually received any of that sort of treatment when I was in the hospital. I mean, I got to tell you, I think Megumi Kudo is done for. I wouldn't be surprised if she taps out right now. She's got blood streaming down her face. She's weakened. Mother-in-law is being subdued by submiss. You can see her off to the side there. Look at this. Yeah, the 2-on-1 action, a little menage a trois, as it were, from Megumi Kudo. Look at that reversal! Where did she come up with that move? Where did she have the strength to do that?
It's resilience. Maybe it's the fans cheering that gives strength. Oh.
Just sort of a flying body slam into the rope. The crowd is really starting to sense this comeback here from mother-in-law Megumi Kudo. They're both, now it's 2-on-1 the other way, my friend.
Now see here, now finally mother-in-law and Kudo, they're getting their act together, working as a team. And look how easily they're taking on all three opponents, one at a time. But, I mean, look at the way mother-in-law is finally taking charge on the Shark.
Oh, yeah, and the Shark is certainly a prisoner of war, and mother-in-law's capture now. Oh, yeah, look at her, just going into that barbed wire. Look at that, just, oh, my, look at that barb. What's that? God, do you know anything about this barbed wire? What that?
Well, Eric, glad you asked. The first patents on barbed wire were taken out in the United States in 1867, but it was not until 1874 rather, when Joseph Glidden of DeKalb, Illinois, invented a practical machine for its manufacture that the innovation became widespread. By 1890, fence patcher land had virtually replaced the open range in the western United States.
Fans, he carries the Webster's Dictionary with him. Can you believe that? I mean, I don't know. What do you think old Joseph Glidden would have to say about that, what they're doing with his invention today, John?
Well, I'm sure he's spinning in his grave right now, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, sleeper hold.
We got a sleeper hold.
Kudo.
I remember the famous sleeper hold of Pat O'Connor.
Vern Gagne.
Oh, all those great legendary, that's a popular American move. They're literally trying to cut off the blood circulation to the brain, get the opponent to pass out. And once you get a lock, it's very hard to get out of it. You can see the bad nurse was kicking on Kudo and still couldn't get her out of it. Mother-in-law over on the side, she's got...
Oh, Shark is bleeding heavily, which will make the sleeper hold that much worse.
Mother-in-law is about to lay a pile driver.
Pile driver by mother-in-law. And a nice clothesline by Kudo.
Submiss is hurting. You know, a lot of these opponents, they'd probably like to get a respite outside of the ring, but they cannot get out of it. They're caged in with that barbed wire. If you want out, you got to go through the barbs.
All right, they're working together as a team, mother-in-law and Kudo. All right.
Kudo is back, my friends. Kudo, a very resilient, perhaps the most popular professional artist, entertainer, athlete in all of Japan. Tremendous competitor and tremendously resilient. And really, you look at her stature, and she's nearly half the woman of mother-in-law and Shark. But she is all the fight, let me tell you.
You're not going to see, barbed wire. You're not going to see ladies wrestling action like this anywhere else. You're only going to see it in FMW hardcore style wrestling.
Frontier martial arts, my friend.
Frontier martial arts wrestling.
Mother-in-law on the top rope. This, she missed it and landed on her own bed. Wow. Hey, look what we have here. Looks like the
barbed wire bat.
No, is that the barbed wire bat? Is that the Shark bat? She brought out her own Louisville Slugger.
Here's the ball.
And that's a line drive right up the gut, my friends. Megumi Kudo took one. That was a hard shot. Look at her writhing on the ground, covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm sure that bat isn't corked. It's 100% face shredding.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Oh, Kudo got out of that.
Barely escaped that move. Delivered a little kick there, but I think she's in trouble. She is in trouble. Oh, she's going back. She is in a bad place to be. You could just sense that coming. She couldn't get her equilibrium. She was right over that board of barbed wire.
Lying in that bed of barbed wire.
Oh, look at Megumi Kudo.
See, not only are the men wrestlers scarred in FMW, the women get into it as well.
Oh, no, Kudo's done for. She is done for. That's
the fans are cheering her on. I think she's getting her strength from the fans because she is the most popular woman.
I can hear her. She's calling out for help right now. Megumi Kudo calling out for help.
For mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law is not available at this time. Has a prior engagement, as you might. Again, another.
She kicked out again. How
She still has a
resilient.
little bit of strength in her. I can still now that's the right
Submission
move.
move.
That's the
Submission
right move right there.
Now Kudo is done. Submission move.
They got to work on the leg. She's trying to reach for the rope.
Well, if she reaches the rope, she's going to cut herself with that deadly
But she's got to do
wire.
something to get out of that hold. I think that was the right move going for the leg. Oh my God, she's got, who is it? That's a towel wrapped around her neck. That is submiss. Brought a towel wrapped around her neck, and look when you've got a towel wrapped around her neck and you're strangling, Kudo's calling for help, and where's she getting it? Right at the barbed wire rope. They're gonna get, oh my God, an atomic elbow drop, a bite, she's biting.
Oh, she's fighting. Oh, please.
Kudo's she's begging for help right now. They've
reach-
got to stop this
Looks like
match.
she's trying to reach for a
They have got
tag.
to stop this match. Look at Megumi Kudo, the blood spurting down her face.
Looks like she's
She
trying to
can't
reach
breathe.
for a tag. She keeps reaching out.
Kudo is done for. She is done for with a capital D.
Oh, there's
Look at that.
mother-in-law being tortured by blood
chains,
handlers.
a baseball bat to her neck, a back suplex power. Shark going for the pin. Kudo's done.
Kudo's done.
Kudo is done.
Fans still cheering. Shark has a grab of Kudo, whip into the ropes. All right, mother-in-law comes
belly
back.
buster. Oh, don't
Mother-in-law is using her tremendous gut to muffle her opponents in the ring. Yeah, she's really putting her heart into it as well as her other organs. Oh, goes for the pin. Oh, baseball bat to the back of mother-in-law by Sato, submiss Sato.
She's quite a catcher. That's not going to hurt her. They're battling over the bat. Here comes the Shark. Kudo is back. Where did Kudo pop into the scene?
With a bridge. Nice bridge by Kudo. She has that power back thanks to the cheers of the fans, I think, and her willingness to help mother-in-law.
Kudo is back. Kudo is back. The crowd is starting to get a little excited right now. They sense it. Kudo's getting energized by this. Oh, she took it. There's a barbed wire whooping stick right there. It's a long Chinese extension ladder, is what they call it.
Shark with a, whoa, nice reversal by Kudo. All right, here it is. Nice power bomb by Kudo.
Mother-in-law dragging submiss to the floor. Kudo taking on both of those wrestlers. Shark right now has got her. He's going to lift her up, trying to backbreak her.
Nice reversal by Kudo.
Again.
All right, nice pin attempt. Onto the barbed wire. 1, 2, 3.
She got it. She got it. Megumi Kudo. Tremendous resilience. Comes back to pin the Shark.
Well, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Well, in the immortal words of Rocky Balboa in Rocky, there ain't gonna be no rematch. John Watanabe here with Eric Geller. This is FMW Hardcore Wrestling at its most hardcore.
FMW 女子の集大成だと思って んで、ここからが始まりだと思ってるんで、ここから新しい戦いが始まると思ってるんで、
もう今は何も分かんないです。一体何を考えてるのか、ただそれだけ分かんないです何にも。
What an exciting 2-on-3 hardcore ladies match. I mean, not only does anything go in FMW, but anything can happen in FMW. The 2 beat the 3. Kudo and mother-in-law, you're winners. I don't believe it.
Oh my God, and look what we got coming up. Can you imagine this? Megumi Kudo and Shark Chuchiya together. They are fighting together. They've been feuding for years. I am thrilled. I am overjoyed. I am excited. Talk about excited. Johnny, you are wet. I know you are wet. I know, because he changed his panties earlier. He had to do, well, you heard about this, John. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right. I'd like to splash you across the face after the show. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, right now, before it's too late, let's bust a move and go to the ring. FMW ladies action at its most hardcore. I'm John Watanabe.
And I'm Eric Wet Pit Geller.
Yeah, well, it's a glorious day for wrestling, and there's a smell of excitement mixed in with the sweat in the air.
That's right, John. As well as some big news in the FMW today. Shark and Kudo, 2 sworn enemies. Shark, you see her in the green. Megumi Kudo in the pink. She's got the white gown on her. Look at the Shark face there. These two, they hate each other. They have had some of the bloodiest matches in FMW history. Well, they have teamed up together.
Whoa, barbed wire bat onto the beautiful Kudo by the submiss Sato, and in comes the Shark. Shark attack coming in. Shark is in the green.
Kudo in the trademark pink, Shark in green. I mean, Kudo is taking a beating at the hands of Sato, the submissive one.
And former woman of the streets, if you will.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have some first-hand knowledge of that.
Whoa, Kudo goes in from behind. Oh, nice reversal. By the bad nurse, Nakamura.
Back, you can see the white face paint of the nurse.
Yeah, that gothic look. Yeah, the
Oh,
gothic
look at
white
that.
face paint.
Wait a minute, there's something going on here.
Wait. Whoa!
I don't believe it.
I smell a Benedict
The
Arnold.
Shark has turned. The Shark has turned, and she smells blood of her partner. I knew that something was strange when I saw this in the locker room with those two.
And Shark is just leaving her partner behind to be double-teamed by the evil team of Bad Nurse and Submiss Sato.
Oh, this is bad news. I was not expecting anything along that line. They're going to get a pin out of her. This is not going to happen right here, friends. I am really worried about this. I sensed it. I sensed it was bad going. You can see Shark outside of the ring right now. And Kudo is begging for help, but who's going to help her? Who is going to help her if her partner, her own partner, is turning against her?
I don't believe
Submiss is going to get a pin on her. No, she bridges out of it. She bridges out of it.
I don't believe this. It looks like Kudo is done. Who's going to help her now?
I do not know. I mean, Shark is saying, she's telling me she's betraying Kudo and telling Sato that
Kudo has a bridge attempt, pin attempt, but no. But Kudo goes for a tag.
Oh
Look,
my God.
Shark avoids the tag. Oh no.
I think
Kudo
Kudo
reaching out for the
she's
tag.
stunned right now. She's stunned. I mean, literally and figuratively, she's stunned.
There's nobody in Kudo's corner. Shark won't tag in.
I mean, without Shark on her side, it's all over for Kudo. There it is right here. Look at that.
Powerbomb.
Yeah, that's it.
Powerbomb on the Kudo.
Yeah.
Bad News goes for the pin. One. Whoa.
I expected, you know what? When I saw him in the locker room talking before that, when they had the reporters in there, I thought that there was actually a match.
Well, that's it. Kudo is done.
Wow. Yeah.
So the team of Bad Nurse and Submiss Sato win this, I guess you can say, 2-on-1 match now.
No, wait a minute. They've wrapped the chain around. I've seen some dirty fighting in my day, but this is a new low in the history of FMW.
It looks like the match is over, but the bell is rung, but they're tying this chain around the neck and dragging her across the floor.
They're humiliating. They're humiliating as the Shark is kicking on top of her.
Oh. And now in comes the Shark.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute.
She's adding a little water there, dousing a little water, just sort of making her all wet. Oh, wait. No, that's
wait. I don't like the smell of this. I smell something at ringside. Oh no, I don't like what's coming up. You know what's gonna happen. This is FMW style.
Again, the match is over. If the match were going on, I would say these are perfectly legal moves, but the match is technically over right now.
Oh no.
She's taking a swig, and I'm telling you, that is not fruit juice, my friend.
Oh!
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 That is just cruelty beyond cruelty.
Kudo needs help.
The Shark just spit out
Kudo.
a flaming blow.
Hey, look, in comes Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, my God, finally someone to the rescue. Mother-in-law and Kudo are not exactly good buddies, but Mother-in-law just wants to dispense a little justice. I think she was just found to abhorrent the behavior of the Shark.
She's coming in to protect Kudo's honor.
I mean, remember, for the record, John, Mother-in-law and Kudo, they do not really get along. What did she say? What did Shark? Oh, Shark's taking another swig, spitting out alcohol. Well, John, I mean, in plain English, you can hear that. Translate that for you. She called Kudo a dumb ass. I mean, literally, that's what she said.
Poor Kudo, she's still down in the ring. Shark is declaring victory, and boy, Mother-in-law is fuming. You saw that look on her face, and I can't wait to see Mother-in-law and Shark go at it in the ring.
Poor Kudo, they've got the attendance outlet there right now, and I think she's really involved.
クドが甘いんだよ。この世の中こんなに甘くないっていうことをクドが教えたね。もう今は火使ったけど、もう火なんてなくたって勝てるから。あんなもんしなくたって勝てる。あれはクドに見せつけるためにやっただけだから。世の中こんなに甘くないってこと。こんな有刺鉄線で自分が変わったっていう、こんな自分の性格なんてそれだけで変われるもんだよ。もともとこういう性格なんだからひねくれてるなっていう。それを信じた工藤が甘い。まあ病院でよく考えることだな。救う人を信じちゃいけないということを教えてやってたけど。あんな甘ちゃんには無理だね。FMW の任務を仕切るのは。
Folks, if you were taken by that, I was as well. The Shark pairing up with Megumi Kudo, I was excited about it, and what does she do? The Shark reverts back to her old tactics. She's a turncoat, and she always will be, Johnny. I'm upset about it.
Well, you know, Eric, there's an old saying, son, DTA, don't trust anybody. And of course, anything can happen in FMW. And I should mention that in Japan, professional wrestling in general is treated more like a sport, more so than in the US. And in Japan, people take tournaments very seriously. And coming up next, you'll see a semifinal match in the Grand Slam tournament. You'll see the wild and crazy guy, Super Leather, versus the truly awesome Gladiator.
Yeah, now some people suspect that Super Leather got his nickname because of the leather face. Actually, it refers to John. I was spanking John with the riding crop. Well, he had the leather hat on, the studs. He had like the little guard of the whole deal. It really turned on Super Leather. He said, "Can I use that?" And he did graciously. Johnny, you helped him out. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, right. I like to crop off your head with an iron toothbrush. You know what I'm saying, pal? And I should mention that the winner of this upcoming match, either Mike Awesome, the Gladiator, or Super Leather, will go on to the finals and face Hayabusa in this Grand Slam tournament. And right now, let's go to the ring.
Leatherface, there's only one thing standing between you, me, and the championship belt. And that's you, brother. When I step in that ring tonight, I'm gonna kick your ass all over the place, because I want the FMW Heavyweight Championship belt. And you know something? There's nothing you or anyone else can do about it. So, ha!
Welcome to the semifinals, where the winner will advance to the Grand Slam title match against Hayabusa right here in this auditorium. Today, we have two Americans fighting for the honor to advance to the finals, the Gladiator versus Super Leather. And there he is, the Gladiator, Mike Awesome. And he truly is awesome. Super Leather, the man behind the leather mask, used from skins of FBI agents he's killed. I'm John Watanabe, along with
Eric Prunefinger Geller.
Well, here, a stare down, intimidation. Mike Awesome, the Gladiator. laying some smack on Super Leather.
I mean, this is going to be a knockdown, drag through the mud event, and both of these guys know what it takes to make or break each other. I mean, the winner advances to the final, the loser goes home to lick his wounds.
And you know, both of these are U.S. boys in the land of the rising sun here in Japan, so there's no home court advantage.
You can see Super Leather in the face mask. Gladiator got a little face paint on. Classic clothesline, but a clothesline is not going to work against a bigger opponent like Super Leather.
Whoa, Super Leather is really taking a beating right now out the box, and it seems like...
No, they're taking this outside the ring already. Oh, Gladiator.
Whoa, nice plancha off the top rope. Seems like a Gladiator is in control with every blow, every combination. Super Leather, no offense in yet.
Super Leather just on the ground. Reaching for one of his, both of these men have a favorite weapon that they like to bring out in every match. Powerful man, and grab the chair. Oh.
Well, this is FMW hardcore style wrestling.
I might point out that all of those moves are perfectly legal. Perfectly legal maneuvers, Johnny.
And now, action goes back inside the ring. Mike Awesome, the Gladiator, in control over Super Leather. Oh, nice splash onto Super Leather. Referee counts, 1, 2, 2 count. Mike Awesome grabbing the mask, the leather mask of Super Leather in this match for the Grand Slam title here in FMW.
Now,
nice clothesline.
Those of you who are not familiar, the Gladiator is an ex-U.S. Marine who was stationed in Japan. He actually went AWOL after learning about the island, a mysterious island that...
he trained under the master.
Suichi, where Shark, if you're familiar with Shark, she also trained there. And he was the first American to discover this island. He trained as long as he promised to use his powers for good. The master Suichi found out that he used his powers for evil.
And yeah, Mike Awesome is being evil right now in the ring against Super Leather. Camel clutch, shades of the Sheik and the Iron Sheik. Work on the lower back.
No shade of the whirling Campbell, the Shirley Campbell 1976 Olympic. Very grace. You know, you'll find a lot of wrestlers actually do a lot of dancing moves. It's a good, these two men are clearly graceful when they take a chair and bash each other over the head, which I have this feeling that the Gladiator is about to do right now.
Action frequently goes outside the ring in FMW style wrestling. Fans are really, nobody's sitting down right now. Everybody here in the audience is standing up, because you never know when the wrestlers might grab one of their seats. I mean, that's what you expect in FMW style wrestling.
Gladiator on the top turnbuckle.
Powerful clothesline by the Gladiator. Goes for the count.
That is a 6'5", 320-pound man who just got on the top turnbuckle and smashed on top of Super Leather, who's taking a bit of a respite out of the ring. Action spills over.
A super heavyweight like the Gladiator actually flies through the air. That is awesome in itself.
Well, the Gladiator, as you know, is quite an athlete, but he's taking a punishment right there. Thrown into that iron.
Oh! Working on that clothesline arm. You won't be able to do the clothesline if Super Leather keeps punishing the arm of the Gladiator.
The patented clothesline.
Oh!
Super Leather.
To the back.
Super Leather is just an angry, vicious man. Had a history, grew up as a mafia hitman. He actually assassinated men. Legend has it that the mask he wears is made up of dead victims.
Of FBI men that he has killed.
And other members of the Watanabe family. I'd like to maybe get that mask back, wear it yourself, because you could use a mask. Just didn't get enough sleep last night. Pointing that out.
Right now, I think I feel the anger that Super Leather probably feels toward everybody, you know.
Well, the match has sort of turned tides a little bit. It looks like Super Leather's finally getting something up on the Gladiator after the other start. Oh, look at this, and the Gladiator is trying to pull him down. But look at the strength of Super Leather. Finally going down. Kicks out of it. I don't know if you know this, and I hate to bring this up, especially for your children out there, but Super Leather did not have the best home life, and he actually he murdered his family, chopping up into little bits. He actually pulled out his father's heart while it was still beating in the chest cavity. He pulled it out and took the blood out of it. I hate to report that sort of information, but that's what we have to get out of the FMW. I'm sorry about that.
We accept your apology, Mr. Eric Geller.
I'm just about the facts. I am just about the facts.
Right now, this is the fact. Super Leather must be in pain. Powerful splash by the Gladiator. don't know if all those effects have ever been proven, by the way.
Now, I'm just saying that's a legend. That's the myth.
Yeah,
That's
just
the
like,
myth.
just like your so-called college football.
Oh, look at Gladiator. A little turnabout is fair play. He brought out the chainsaw. The chainsaw that Super Leather is most famous.
That's right, Gladiator using the Leather's chainsaw on him, smashing him into the judge's table.
Oh my God, it knocked over. There's a cheese Danish that went flying right next to me. I mean, some of the food on that judge's table is, I don't know if it's, well, you might eat it, right?
I'm surprised the judges aren't upset at all this. I mean,
oh my God, and that table smashed right up against it. This action is really spilling out. Glad you can just see that. Besides the broken table, that is a sturdy table. That is a hard-pressed metal and wood table. Gladiator lifting it, toting it above his head, down right on top. You can see the awesome splash the backside of the Gladiator, and this is truly an awesome.
See, nobody's
powerful brutality.
That's right. Nobody here is sitting down, Eric. All the fans are standing, not only because the action is so exciting and hard-hitting, but you never know when. You never know when one of these wrestlers will pick up one of their chairs.
Well, there's 5 rows that have literally cleared out. They've gone back there because these fans were right in the ring, as it were. The ring is anywhere the action takes place. That's what you find in FMW wrestling.
I guess one of the exciting things about being at ringside, when you see that ringside chair Mike Awesome uses it, you can always go back at home and say, hey, the Gladiator used my chair at ringside.
But don't try this at home. I want to point that out for you kids.
Oh.
Call that a backbreaker into a table break. Oh, look at that, just a choke to the neck. Gladiator, just a fearsome man, powerful.
Fans chanting, really getting into it.
See the photographer's courtside trying to get something here. Look at this.
Awesome bomb, power bomb by the Gladiator Mike Awesome.
Yeah, that power bomb. Actually, that was a technique he first developed. He was a linebacker at USA, played in the 70s with John McKay in those great John McKay days. Tremendous linebacker, used to play inside linebacker. He actually played strong safety, where he first developed the power bomb. There was I can't remember if you remember that. He paralyzed a man, and I don't want to talk about that, but again, just to utilize the fact that he was a tremendous athlete. You can see the agility.
Hey, look, Geller, you keep on saying, how many colleges has the Gladiator been through? Louisiana, Detroit, Ohio?
Never played in Louisiana or Detroit, okay? He had a little problem with discipline. He got kicked out of a couple of schools.
You brought up Alabama?
Prop 48, SAT problems, but he played a lot. He transferred, coaching changes, and, he just... I'm telling you, I know my facts. Is that not the move of a great linebacker?
Yeah, for which school at the moment? You keep on bringing up the fact that he's going to so many different schools.
Well, at least he's got an education other than you, Watanabe, okay? And we just keep on to the wrestling, all right? I'm providing the facts, the information. The fans need to know this. I get it out.
Yeah, consider the source, fans. Consider the source. Right now, Mike Awesome taking Super Leather to school, setting him up for another one of his power moves. Oh, nice reversal by Super Leather. Clothesline. Clothesline to the back of the Gladiator. Elbow smash onto the Gladiator's back.
Super Leather. You can see they're both a little tired out from this match.
Yeah, neither one able to go for a pin attempt.
Super Leather is taken out of the ring, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's got something tucked away underneath. You know what? This guy is a dirty wrestler, but he's allowed to utilize martial arts weapons.
Oh.
And he's got a little thing called the
iron toothbrush.
The iron toothbrush. We've seen him do this before. He likes to scrub down his opponents.
Oh.
He just drives that. That is a paddle that's got 10,000 nails, rusty nails driven to the end of it.
Hey, the iron toothbrush, not recommended by the ADA, but perfectly legal, as you would say, in FMW.
That's right. 4 out of 5 dentists do not recommend that.
Absolutely not. No wonder why people fear going to the dentist. They don't want this kind of cleaning.
Yeah, talking of cleaning, he's about to get his clock cleaned right now. The blood is dripping down the Gladiator's face.
Whoa! Splash. Oh, splash under the table.
Outside of the ring, landing on the parquet.
Hey, try that on your wife if you don't like her cooking. I mean, if you don't like what's on the table.
Well, you certainly are a nice guy. I hope the women right. And remember, that was John who said that, not me. That was John.
No, you poisoned my mind. You put these thoughts, just by hanging out with me, you really rubbed me the wrong way and put thoughts in my head.
I am not rubbing you at all. Maybe when the lights were out, I was getting a little carried away. I get emotional.
There's lots of emotion, intensity inside this ring and amongst the fans here in Japan in this FMW action.
Super Leather is clearly a deranged man. If he can draw blood on an opponent, I would not be surprised if he killed a man in the ring. he literally is that out of control, and this could be the move right here. I kid you not.
Whoa, nice suplex. Powerful suplex by Super Leather. He actually used some wrestling technique. I'm surprised. Goes for the pin.
Almost a near 3 count. He got 2 on that one, 2.5, I gotta say.
I mean, usually from Super Leather, all you see is all in out brawling. No wrestling style, no wrestling technique, but that was actually a nice suplex. Textbook style by Super Leather.
Well, I've got in the ring, I've sparred with Super Leather before, and he knows the holds. I try, admittedly, I try not to rile him up because he gets a little, I just said, hey, let's show me what you got here, and he knows it. He's a master of technique, but when he gets his anger, it gets all over him, and he can't control himself. Hey, trying to go for a pin there, not to try and dismember an opponent, trying to kill him.
Whoa.
Oh, he looks a bit dismembered right there. Look at the blood on his face right there with the Gladiator.
Yeah, I don't think the Gladiator is so glad to be in this ring right now. Up against a maniac, nice neck breaker, up against an absolute maniac by Super Leather. And because of that leather mask, you don't know what he's thinking. You can't see the emotion on Super Leather's face. So you don't know what Super Leather has in store for his opponent.
Well, there is some rumor here that Super Leather had some facial reconstruction, and they went to the same cosmetic surgeon as Michael Jackson. And actually, it's told that he actually has the face of Michael Jackson. You see, he has the hair of Michael Jackson. And that literally is the hair of Michael Jackson, as I'm told. Actually, not in the current state of animation, but...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson fans, in honor of Michael Jackson, that was bad. That was bad.
Hey, could you give me a few bars about that?
Hey,
you've got a lovely singing voice.
My partner Eric Geller's facts, as Jackson would say, are not always black and white.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a bad feeling about right now. We got both of these. This is over 700 pounds on the top of those ropes. If the ring doesn't give in, Gladiator is trying. Oh, he was going for the cookies.
Blow.
How do you do to where it counts most?
I think he's setting him up for, you know, it's the awesome bomb, the power bomb coming up by the Gladiator. Yeah, and the fans here know what's coming.
Oh my goodness. What a tremendous move.
Putting Super Leather in his place. Oh, it's all over. It's all over.
What a tremendous comeback.
So now, Gladiator now heads to the finals to face Hayabusa in the winner-take-all, including the belt. So now, Gladiator will face Hayabusa in the finals. Winner-take-all.
Look at the resiliency of the Gladiator. Bloody face, and he still came back. He points to the number 1. The crowd is loving it. Look at the smiles on the face, cheering on the American.
He's heading to the finals, but you never know it. He's exhausted. Your winner, the Gladiator. This is FMW.
When it comes down to this, I beat the Lethal Weapon team of Oya. I beat the Wing team of Kanemaru and Matsunaga. I beat the FMW team. Oh yeah, I beat Yama, but no, I didn't beat Hayabusa. Yeah, he beat me. But let me tell you something, baby. 2 more days in Corkin Hall. It's me and it's you, Hayabusa, for the FMW Heavyweight Championship belt. I want it real bad. So I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna give you the kamikaze awesome bomb. I'm gonna pin your shoulders to the mat. I'm gonna get the 1, 2, 3 on you. You can guarantee that, damn it. Cause when I walk out of that ring, I'm gonna be champion. I want that belt, and there's nothing you or no one can do about it.
What a truly awesome match.
Great.
Mike Awesome, the Gladiator, beats Super Leather in the semifinals of the Grand Slam tournament. So that means that the Gladiator will face the high-flying Hayabusa in the final match of the Grand Slam tournament. But before we go to that final match, it's time for something a little bit more lighthearted and easy on the eyes. Yes, I'm talking about the lovely Snake Girls. Another lesson, FMW Wrestling School 101.
Get some. Yeah, get some.
Well, what I'm going to show you now is a variation of a particularly gruesome hold. It's called the camel clutch. Now, when the Snake Sisters do it, we call it the asp clutch. Now, Johnny, of course, you're familiar with the camel clutch. This, everybody, of course, is John Watanabe, the voice of FMW. Johnny, who made that camel clutch popular?
Well, various wrestlers from the Middle East, like the Evil Sheik and the Iron Sheik, they used it as a submission hold.
Excellent. Johnny, how about you get on the ground, assume the position.
No problem.
Does his best work on his knees, folks. Loves it on the knee. All right, there you go. Now, what we're going to do now, get down around the man. Take the elbow right around the neck to choke out the man. This is what we do. And then behind, we're going to pull up the feet and try and make the head and the legs come together as one. Now, this is the asp clutch. You see, asp to asp. That's a snake maneuver. No meat in those buns. Maybe later. Just kidding. All right, now, Johnny, describe what you're feeling right now.
Well, sure. I mean, this hold affects the neck and the lower back, and it can cause great pain.
Now,
and,
if you can still hear Johnny talking, it's probably not hard enough, so you're going to need to ratchet it up. Johnny, see how that feels?
Okay, sure. And I remember back in 1983, the Iron Sheik used this hold on Bob Backlund.
We can still hear him talking. It needs to be harder.
He
harder.
used it to win a version of the world
Harder.
title.
Harder! Good. Hold it for another 30 seconds. Thank you. Good. Good work. Boy, do I like the ladies. Speaking of ladies, why don't I throw it over to my partner, a man with some wonderful man boobies himself, John Watanabe.
Eric, don't be such a queer. Anyway, it's time now for something really exciting, the final matchup of the Grand Slam tournament, pitting the high-flying Hayabusa versus the truly awesome Mike Awesome, the Gladiator.
It's final time, folks. This is the finals. We've all been waiting for this, and I am psyched. I am hoping, and I think it will happen, that the Gladiator will finally put the Falcon out for good. Hayabusa with the mask, and he's always crying in the corner. Well, this time, you're crying for good, and you are leaving the FMW. Gladiator all the way, Johnny.
Well, I don't want to knock the Gladiator, Mike Awesome. As some of you U.S. fans know, he has won championships before in the United States, but Hayabusa in Japan will have all the fans on his side. He is the people's champion, and I think that will make the difference in this match. Let's go to the final match of this tournament.
とにかくやっとここまで決勝までたどり着きました。もう優勝するしか優勝しなきゃいけないって。必ずあのベルトはこの腰に巻きます。
Hayabusa, this is it. This is the final match to determine who's going to become the FMW heavyweight champion. Well, let me tell you something, brother. When it's all said and done with, I'm going to be the one walking out of that ring with the belt. Because after I hit you with the kamikaze awesome bomb, there's nothing you can do but lick your wounds, lay on the ground, and get the 1, 2, 3 counted over you. I'm coming out champion.
In case you're just joining us, here we are at the Grand Slam title match between the two top warrior wrestlers, Hayabusa versus the Gladiator. So how do you think they stack up, Eric?
Well, I'll tell you, Johnny, about 10 minutes ago, I would have told you that Hayabusa was a shoo-in. I know the odds makers are certainly calling him the favorite. But about 10 minutes ago, I had the honor of talking to the Gladiator, and he is so angry. I mean, so full of piss and vinegar right now that, I mean, he had veins popping out of his forehead. I've never seen a more ready specimen. I mean, that's what it takes to win a final match like this.
Well, he certainly wants the belt, Eric, and that's what the winner will get here today.
And as the commissioner finishes his speech, wishing both fighters a fair match, we'll all rise for the American national anthem and the Japanese.
More important title matches here in Japan than in the U.S. In Japan, they televise championship wrestling matches on network television, complete with national anthems. You don't see that in the U.S. That's how much more prestigious the championships here are in Japan, including here in FMW hardcore wrestling.
Standing at attention to the fine patriot himself, a former U.S. Marine.
Proud to represent his country here in Japan in this FMW Japanese pro wrestling match. In this title match, it's, I guess you could say, the American versus the Japanese, and no doubt you know who has the home court advantage.
Well, that's right. I think we're going to play the Japanese anthem right now, Hayabusa. You can put on your hat if you choose to, but I'm going to leave mine out out of respect to the people and the culture.
see the proud FMW logo in between the American flag and the Japanese flag.
You see the concentration in the eyes right now. Yes. I mean, this match
The crowd is really into it.
This isn't about two people right now. It's about two warring factions. And right now, they know that two countries will know the results of this match today. The winner of this war will be determined in the ring and not on a treaty on the USS Missouri.
Either way, Eric, we are in for some top-notch wrestling in this winner take all match.
Introducing the winner. Look at the stare down.
There he is, Mike Awesome, the Gladiator. And the Japanese favorite, Hayabusa.
Hayabusa translates into the Falcon. You'll see some of his high-flying moves. I'm certain.
And the referee holds up the championship belt. John Watanabe here along with
Eric, the lactating yak Della. Lactating yak. I hope you like that one because I will douse my opponents with my own personal poisonous juice.
Yakety yak, please don't come back. And there is a handshake, a show of sportsmanship you don't always see in the U.S.
That was a tentative handshake. Usually it would be more officially single bow or something like that. Oh my God, look at the bandaged up shoulder.
I think if Mike Awesome, the Gladiator, wrestles smart, you know what he's going to go after.
He's going to go right for the end. The Gladiator is a powerful man, a mountain of a man. 6'5", 320 pounds. Sizing each other up right now. Nobody wants to commit to that first move. Let's see if they're going to go with a little strength. Again, staring at each other, pacing around the ring.
And these two have wrestled each other before, but the stakes are much higher in this match. It's for the ultimate, the championship.
Let's see if we can get a clean break here along the ropes. I won't expect that from the Gladiator. Let's see if he does. He does. Seems a little cautious, a little cautious. You can see he's a little tentative right now.
Exactly, because these two have wrestled each other before.
Some just brilliant matches. The Gladiator knows that his toughest opponent is Hayabusa, and I think likewise for Hayabusa. Traditional matches, traditional strength, power versus grace. Another clean break.
And they know each other's moves, so I think there's a little paranoia.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I think Gladiator, it's going to be the Gladiator's day. The last match between these two really turned out to be the favor of Hayabusa, but it was a short. The Gladiator had been dominating the entire match. Hayabusa came up with one of his patented planches and landed and did a reverse rolling cradle on the Awesome Man Gladiator. And it was curtains out for him, but Gladiator was clearly caught off guard by that one, had the strength and should have won that match.
Working on the power clothesline arm of the Gladiator, because you know that's one of the Gladiator's strengths, doing that powerful clothesline with that arm, and that is what Hayabusa is going after.
He loves to do the clothesline. I know you're a personal fan of Hayabusa, and you sit with him. I've actually seen these two going out for noodles at night, and I think that's fine. I hope that doesn't sway your judgment, because the Gladiator is clearly the superior wrestler today. And I'm not talking about that because I'm jingoistic American fan. I just think that this is the Gladiator's day in the championship.
You know, today, I just feel it. I think Hayabusa is going to knock Mike Awesome's noodle, and afterwards, I think I'd like to wrap your noodle, right with my
me! I'm taking you outside, my friend!
That's right. But right now, the action is inside the ring in this FMW Grand Slam Championship match. Stomp to the leg by the Gladiator. Trying to ground Hayabusa. Please, I hope Hayabusa will draw strength from the fans of the cheers of the fans.
Look at him twisting that, manipulating. That's the key to this. A lot of other opponents have tried to work on the arms of Hayabusa. I think really what you need to do is concentrate on the legs. You weaken the legs, he can no longer fly high.
Well,
you got to keep him grounded, and you definitely got to keep him off the top turnbuckle. If he gets on those ropes, he is a dangerous, dangerous man.
Absolutely. I guess you can call the top turnbuckle the Falcon's Nest, if you will. Hayabusa at home off the top turnbuckle, doing those spectacular lucha libre Mexican-style high-flying moves.
That's not like a Cuba Libre, is that? Because I could go for a little drive. Can we get a waiter over here, waitress?
Dios mío, ay caramba. And you may notice, I hate to say this, but Hayabusa, he doesn't have his arm brace on as usual. That arm is injured. There's wear and tear on that arm.
What happens is that can actually slow him down when he tries to slide out of some of his opponents. It actually grips on, and it works to the opponent's advantage. He's not wearing it right now, but that may come out come to. Well, he hasn't lost any strength right now, but you can see he doesn't have the brace on.
Side headlock. Hayabusa with a solid side headlock onto the head of the Gladiator. Side headlock, not fancy, not flashy, but very effective in wearing your opponent down. Nice takedown by Hayabusa. Goes for the crossface.
Tactical maneuver. He's got a brace on the leg right there, and he's pulling back on the neck. He's actually trying to strangle the Gladiator right now. He's getting extra leverage, pulling that leg back.
And there are wrestlers at ringside. I see Masato Tanaka at ringside, intensely watching this action. There are more ringside photographers than usual. That shows you the prestige of this title match. More ringside photographers, wrestlers are at ringside, and the fans are really into this match.
Oh, look at them. They're just gazing out here in amazement. You can see that.
Very intense. I mean, the intensity is so thick you could cut it with a knife. They're silent because they're so focused on these two powerful combatants inside the ring.
Hayabusa is an obvious favorite, although the crowd has taken to the Gladiator just in awe of his extreme power.
Well, even though Hayabusa is the hometown favorite, so to speak, I think the fans here have respect for both of these wrestlers because of their athleticism, their tenacity, and their willingness to give it their all when the stakes are this high in this championship match in FMW. Gladiator works on the arm.
He's working on the arm. You know what? The arm is in such a bad condition that he's really going to try and do it. You can see it. You see he's got some bandages going up there, but that is not the same effect as having a brace.
What?
Not the same effect, nearly.
Hayabusa's in trouble. Well, whether you like it or not, Gladiator is wrestling smart, working on that one body part.
Using a chair, again, I might point out, bringing a chair into the ring is a perfectly legal maneuver, John. Perfectly legal.
Yeah, as you would say.
I wouldn't be surprised if he grinds it into the back of his neck, into the shoulder. Oh, he's going right for the elbow, the weak spot. He's going for the Achilles elbow, as it were.
Into the arm. So Hayabusa, if his arm is in serious trouble, he won't even be able to pick up the Gladiator for a simple body slam or power slam.
No, he is working over Hayabusa, and I really think that this is going to be the last match for Hayabusa. He's going to have to get some serious surgery. I sense a torn rotator cuff. I definitely heard that he has some chips in the elbow right there. He has a partial tear of the medial collateral ligament in his knee. He's not quite the man he used to be before this season.
Crowd is
you hear a
really
few
into
chants of that, right?
Yeah, the crowd is crying for Hayabusa because they feel his pain. Hayabusa has so much charisma. He really reaches out to the fans. The fans reach out for him. He has this drawing power that no other wrestler in FMW has. Drop kick
right to the knee
of Mike Awesome, the Gladiator.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
The fans show their approval. They
starting
applaud.
to get real excited right
See,
now.
they're really getting behind Hayabusa right now.
This is really the first moment for Hayabusa right now.
Now he's going to work over the leg of the Gladiator.
Well, nothing like a little payback. Wow.
Trying to ground the Gladiator now so he can't come off the top rope, doing that flying clothesline he normally does. Working on the leg. And that leg has been injured before. I mean, this is Hayabusa applying smart wrestling, if you will.
Well, you can't see it underneath the brace. The Gladiator, when he served in the Marines, he actually had a piece of shrapnel from an exploding mine. He served in Desert Storm, and unfortunately, it was a mine that we had placed, and as he was going out there bravely to try and remove them, it exploded and he caught a piece of shrapnel. He usually has full extension of that knee, but it kicks up, especially during bad weather when it's rainy, and sometimes the season here in Japan can be awfully inconvenient.
I think the Gladiator, he still has a bit of Marine in him. He's always looking for a fight, always willing to go to war, and he's representing the US of A here in Japan versus a Japanese opponent. And the Gladiator, he wants to go back to the US and proudly display the championship belt that he won in Japan to represent his country, the good old US of A.
Well, there's a part of him that wants to make amends. He was a celebrity athlete in college. He was a Marine hero, and then he went AWOL, studied wrestling here in Japan, and made quite a name for himself. But he wants to go back and honor himself for really leaving the Marines. He has not made amends for it. This is what he feels will get him the credibility and bring the pride back to the U.S. flag that he once tarnished. Break here.
Whoa, working over the leg.
Again, he's working over the leg. These are like, in a boxing match, these would be considered body blows. They want to weaken the opponent for the long haul. In a championship match like this, if you can weaken the opponent, then he will stave off his harder blows. For the Gladiator, he does a lot of atomic drops, power slams, clotheslines. Hayabusa likes high flying off the top ropes. Again, both of these opponents trying to weaken the other, so they cannot take advantage of their full arsenal of weapons.
Some of the photographers at ringside. I saw Jimmy Suzuki, well-known, long-time wrestling magazine photographer. Lots of other photographers at ringside. And Masato Tanaka, intensely watching two of his contemporaries in the ring, in this FMW ring. They know the importance of this Grand Slam title tournament.
Look at that, gaining the leverage. That's a Jack Briscoe move. I remember that from the 70s, all you fans out there in the Midwest circuits. Look at that. Like a step over toe hold, and he's leaning back on that and getting all that pressure on the knee, and that is the bad knee of the Gladiator.
And it's still effective today, 20-something years later, 30 years later. Here in FMW, you'll see a combination of some of the old school moves, down on the mat technical wrestling, as well as the innovative Mexican-style high-flying moves, and of course, hardcore brawling here in FMW.
You can see Hayabusa, a real student of wrestling, has a real appreciation. I'm told he actually studied in Mexico with some of the Mexican legends, learning some of their tricks, the high-flying maneuvers.
Yeah, Hayabusa himself told me that in Mexico when he wrestled there, he wrestled Mexican stars like Negro Casas, like Pierre Roth Jr., and he learned from them. Wherever you travel, you learn from that country's, way of doing things, and Hayabusa has learned his lessons well.
No, if you would have seen some of the moves he did in Tanaka, he actually eliminated Tanaka from the tournament with one of the most spectacular planchas outside of the ring onto barbed wire, knocking the man unconscious. They called the match right there, and again, these were perfectly legal moves, but high-flying maneuvers like you've never seen, which I'm sure we're about to see in this match.
Even wrestlers who were eliminated, even wrestlers who were knocked out of the tournament, so to speak, are still coming back to watch this match because they know how important it is. Even the lady wrestlers are watching. Submiss Sato is watching.
Don't, please, can you keep your eyes off Submiss right now? Submiss, a former call girl, I might point out, and I believe John has visited her in her corner. Play-by-play there.
Hey, would somebody please dismiss this guy next to me? Nice spinning kick by Hayabusa. Goes for the cover. One, two. Kick out.
Not nearly enough to get a put on this one. The Gladiator is just such a powerful man. Again, he's taking a little bit of abuse, and this match has really turned a little bit. In the beginning, it was Hayabusa who was getting punished, and now it's payback. You can see the Gladiator writhing in pain. Hayabusa just having a good time, sitting back there.
I mean, here in this arena, you can hear a pin drop. Nobody's getting up to go to the bathroom or anything like that. Nobody's getting up to go to the souvenir stands. Everybody who bought a ticket to be here is staying in this arena, intensely watching this great action between Hayabusa and the Gladiator.
It appears to me that Hayabusa actually wants to punish the Gladiator, and he's usually more of a gentleman in the ring, but he really wants to punish this man because of their history together. And Hayabusa normally composed, but again, he's got a bit of a sordid history himself. I'm told the reason he wears the mask.
Here we go again.
No, I'm told that as a child he had very buck tooth, very big. He had what they refer to as summer teeth. Some are this way, some are that way. And he really couldn't afford to get the dental help that he needed. Henceforth, he started wearing the mask, covered up, because all the kids were making.
Yeah, audience applause. Yes, thank you very much, Grandpa Jones or Minnie Pearl or whoever you are from Hee Haw with that bad Southern humor.
I have researchers that are on top of this. I have a producer who gets this information to me. I do not make this up. Okay?
Yeah, straight from Hee Haw's greatest jokes or something like that. I wish you were that country boy in Hee Haw who stood in front of the boards and got his fanny slapped by the board. You know what I'm talking about. Nice drop kick by Hayabusa.
Fanny slap.
Well, yeah, I like to slap you across the fanny.
Can we just do the match here? Can we keep this about the match? I'm sorry about that.
Well, you really rub me the wrong way sometimes. But body slam by Hayabusa. Yes, this match is very important. No nonsense. And Hayabusa goes to his home, so to speak, on the top rope. Nice flying move.
Beautiful moves again. He's not going to get Gladiator with that.
Audience roars in approval.
Beautiful move. Again, that is what Hayabusa is known for, the high-flying maneuvers. But the Gladiators, he is a proud warrior, and I can tell you he's still got a lot of steam left in him right now.
Leg drop on Hayabusa. Fans are
They're cheering
acknowledging
him on. They're trying to get excited about this one, but wait a minute, folks.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Knocked outside the ring.
You know what? He actually heard the crowd calling him.
Absolutely. He was acknowledging his fans before he got hit from behind.
Wow, a little turnabout there. A little turnabout, driving him into the front row. The seats clear out the fans right now.
Nice. Oh,
and he landed on his knee, that bad knee, that Hayabusa. Hayabusa looks like he could be knocked out. No, he's still conscious.
Gladiator paid the price as well. He was
wow, you
holding
can
his
see
knee.
he's right on top of a fan's foot right now. Hold on, let me get up here for a sec. I gotta get it. Yeah. You can see him.
Fans cheering for Hayabusa.
That was a costly move. You know, the Gladiator really...
Busa.
Cheering on the Falcon right now, Hayabusa. And I'm telling you, that does revitalize him. That does revitalize him. We've seen this a number of times.
Whoa, clothesline.
Patented move. A patented, powerful Gladiator move. I've seen that move dozens of times. Dozens of times. I don't know if you recall this, fans, but the Gladiator was a tremendous football player in his day. He actually played for the famous Amos Alonzo Stag back at St. Louis University. This in the glory days in the late 70s. And he was known as a defensive end slash linebacker. And they actually outlawed that clothesline maneuver for him and a number of his opponents that he taught that move. They actually outlawed it because of that. You can see him in the three-point stance right there.
Professor Geller, wait, you keep on mentioning that the Gladiators from a different college every time we call a match. I mean, if that's the case, clothesline, how many colleges or how many years did Gladiators spend in school then?
How many years did you spend in school? Do you see those moves? Only a trained athlete could do those moves. Look at that. Oh, the crowd is getting excited about that.
Yes, Hayabusa being cheered on by his fans here in Japan.
Look at the stamina of the Gladiator. The Gladiator, let's see if he's got a little bit more power left in him. With one leg, a one-legged man right now. He's going up to Falcon country right now, on the Falcon's roost.
And I see him holding the young with the clothesline. Powerful, stiff clothesline off the top rope. 1, 2. And the fans roar in approval.
I got to think that Hayabusa is done for now. One more atomic drop, a belly splash, a top off, anything. I think Hayabusa is over. I really think we've seen the end of Hayabusa's reign as the champion of FMW.
Hayabusa looks like he's in trouble. He looks very winded, very tired. Then again, so is the Gladiator. Because it takes a lot out of you just to execute a powerful clothesline. It really takes a lot out of you.
No, the energy is sapped on both of these men.
Right.
Look at that off the top rope. That is just brute force.
But look, Gladiator is holding his knee.
He is hurt.
He knows himself that he's in trouble.
Falcon having trouble breathing right now.
It's hard to
He's really winded right now, and it's very hot in this room. This arena, it's very stifling.
It's very hot in this room, and it's very hot when you wear a mask. It's hard to breathe sometimes.
Look at that, just brutal. Throwing him down.
Kick out by Hayabusa.
Gladiator seemed like he had a great deal of leverage on that move. I thought he was going to take him down to the corner. Hayabusa is yelling out right now.
Hayabusa is almost like reaching out to the fans, trying to get strength from the fans' cheers and chants for Hayabusa. Oh, clothesline.
There was a great game in the 71 Sugar Bowl. A tackle just like that by the Gladiator that he put on O.J. Simpson, if you remember O.J. when he played at SC. Great game. George Perlis, Michigan State, it was a 0-0 tie. And if it wouldn't have been for the Gladiator, they would have lost that match.
I don't know what's in your juice, pal. I really don't know. Still cheering. Hayabusa, you hear that here in Japan, in this FMW ring?
A little headbutt.
Headbutt.
Famous move of the Giant Baba, legendary Japanese.
Well, Giant Baba, he was well known for his foot to the face. Clothesline.
Again to the knee. Again to the knee.
Yeah, the headbutt. Still a very, not so flashy maneuver, but very effective in weakening the opponent. Headbutt used by greats like Bobo Brazil, you remember him.
The great Rufus R. Jones, some of you know him as the Freight Train.
Absolutely. Jerry Blackwell used the headbutt.
Crusher Jerry Blackwell.
Absolutely. He was able to break boards with his head by using a headbutt. The late great Jerry Blackwell.
Look at the Gladiator, just beating him up. He wants to take the smaller opponent and really use the weight to his advantage.
Oh no. Hayabusa struggles out of it. A kick to the knee.
To the knee. And then how is the Gladiator able to stand on both legs?
Well, that's the idea. Hayabusa realizes that. He's trying to ground the Gladiator so he can't go to the Falcon's nest, so to speak, to do that flying clothesline he always does.
Gladiator outside of the ring right now. I think he needs a little break here. Oh, no, I hate to see this because I've seen this move before.
Great plancha off the top turnbuckle, off the Falcon's nest, as you call it.
Took a bit of toll on both of these men. Both of these men, I don't know if they're going to be able to make the count back up into the ring. Well, one of these men have got to be standing. And again, for all you folks who aren't familiar with FMW, anything outside of the ring, all perfectly legal maneuvers.
And we see the Japanese wrestling media taking photos at ringside for various well-respected magazines, realizing that they are seeing history in the making.
All the wire services on his hand right now.
Nice spinning kick off the top turnbuckle by Hayabusa onto the Gladiator. Once again, calling the action of this championship match. I'm John Watanabe.
And I'm Eric, the creamy Lord of Pain Geller. Creamy Lord, that is like a sweet but powerful. I rule over.
It pains me to hear this, and I'd like to cream you afterwards. Right now we have an important Grand Slam title match.
He cannot pick up the Gladiator. That can.
He did. Whoa, he did.
A taste of the Gladiator. Look at the crowd is getting excited about this one.
Oh, that was so close.
Wow, that was a move straight out of the Gladiator's textbook.
Absolutely.
Coming up with a move like that. Look at him, he's writhing in pain. The crowd is getting excited by that as well.
Oh, the fans. Hayabusa. The chant.
He loves this sort of thing. Hayabusa feeds off the energy of the crowd.
And he goes for the pin. 1, 2.
Barely
so close.
He uses that back bridge. What that does when he bridges himself like that, it actually gets more leverage, and it's harder for the other wrestler, the pin wrestler, in this case with the Gladiator, to get out of that move.
And the intensity is so thick in this title match because in a championship match anywhere, you can't win a title by disqualification or count out. You have to win it by either submission or pinfall.
Well, folks, we could be here all night.
Frankensteiner, made famous by Scott Steiner. 1, 2. Yeah, you must, in order to win any championship match, you must win by either pinfall or submission, so that fans know that there has to be a clear-cut winner.
This is turning into quite a brutal match. This is a war of attrition. The Falcon seems to be not favoring his elbow as much anymore, but clearly the Gladiator.
Whoa!
Just what resiliency by the Gladiator. That is just keenly being alert. And look what him, a little payback in it.
Oh, so close. The Gladiator was wrestling on instinct. He knew he had to get out of his opponent's Frankensteiner attempt, so then he did what he had to do to survive. Picks him up. Whoa, power bomb, awesome bomb. Onto the prone Hayabusa. Oh no, it's going to the top. Frog splash by the Gladiator. 1,
This
2.
is it for Hayabusa.
Whoa! And the fans roar in approval.
And the weakened condition of Hayabusa, I really thought that was going to be the end for it here. When you get 320 pounds coming down at you from 20 feet in the air.
The fans are chanting Hayabusa. Listen to the chant.
A little shot to the midsection.
I think Hayabusa, he might be going for a superplex or some move off the top rope that can weaken the back, possibly, of the Gladiator, Mike Austin.
Two men just clubbing each other. A headbutt to the midsection.
Yeah, I think he's going possibly for superplex off the top rope.
I mean, we know Hayabusa has stamina. He was in a match with Ouya that some of you might have seen, and this was probably one of the greatest in the history of FMW.
That's right. He was in a time limit draw, like a 30-minute time limit draw with Ouya. So that shows you the stamina of Hayabusa. Whoa, nice moonsault off the top rope. Goes for the cover. 1, 2.
Oh, that was close. That was a close call on that one.
You see some of the people around the ring at ringside pounding the mat, cheering on Hayabusa. The cameraman at ringside focusing more and more on the possibility of a pinfall coming up. The match has to be won by pinfall or submission.
This is a close match.
Seesaw battle.
Really a seesaw battle. Both of these men pulling something out that I've never seen before.
Hayabusa.
He's setting him up for one of his favorite moves.
Oh, whoa!
Hello, that's how do you do to where it counts? I'm not going to be coming home for a while, dear.
Oh no, the fans know it's coming up. Another awesome bomb, power bomb off the top rope. 1, 2.
He did it!
He did it!
He did it!
He did it!
Oh my goodness, folks! I knew
Look at the powerful resiliency of the Gladiator to win this championship.
Look, the wrestlers coming into the ring. Ricky Fuji's in the ring with Mike Awesome, the Gladiator. Photographers going nuts.
CPA in the ring.
CPA is in the ring.
The American champion. The American champion, Johnny.
So, after going through...
The crowd is stunned. Clearly they wanted Hayabusa to win this match. The American champ in Tokyo. Look at the Gladiator.
All that hard work, all that training has finally paid off for the Gladiator. All those opponents he plowed through the tournament, it finally paid off in this important final match.
When you look at this, what a touching moment. These two great warriors barely able to stand.
And these fans are standing, showing their respect for both the Gladiator and Hayabusa. Short sportsmanship you don't always see in America, but you do here in Japan. There's the trophy. There is the trophy for the Grand Slam tournament winner.
He has honored. He has claimed back the name USA, the Gladiator.
Fans slapping the hand of Mike Austin, showing the respect.
See him get into that. He holds up the certificate of merit for proclaiming him the winner of this match.
The championship belt. Ricky Fuji wrapping the belt around the waist of the Gladiator. Here it is, the world's...
Where it was practicing, where it was
Gives the thumbs up. There it is right there, around the waist of the Gladiator. Let's listen to what the Gladiator has to say.
I've waited 6 years. 6 long, hard years in FMW. This belt right here used to belong to the greatest wrestler in the history of wrestling. This belt used to belong to Atsushi Oniya.
Mr. Blumpy Onita.
To wear this strap around my waist. Long live FMW.
Long live FMW.
Atsushi Onita, his favorite wrestler, the founder of FMW back in 1989. Ricky Fuji. Showing his respect toward the winner of this tournament. High-fiving the Gladiator.
Taking a victory lap around the ring.
They want to
paparazzi, the photographers.
Yeah, they want to slap the hand of the man who has beaten the goal of every wrestler in FMW is to win that title. Fans showing their respect for his hard work and excellence, the Gladiator.
It was very a touching moment. The love of one culture, embracing another.
Here's Hayabusa. Very emotional interview, emotional words from Hayabusa. And Hayabusa talks, people listen. And now, show of respect in the ring.
Two great warriors. Two great warriors. Put on a spectacular show. Mutual respect for each one, each other's greatest opponent.
Gladiator, in honor of his favorite wrestler, Atsushi Onita, won what he has strived for 6 long years.
And here's the governor's trophy.
Finally paid off. All the years of training, all the hard work, all the opponents he's faced have finally paid off in this ring tonight. Hayabusa hurting, holding his neck. He's hurting.
Clearly, both of these men are going to.
Nobody's leaving. They want to be a part of this dramatic moment, even after the match is over.
No one has left this stadium.
No, not at all. They want to be a part of this party, so to speak, this celebration.
Hamming it up for the American photographers and the Japanese photographers. Crowd cheering it on.
The most wild party going on here tonight in this FMW arena. Right now, I guess you could say Gladiator is the life of the party. He's gonna need serious medical attention after this. Talking to Masato Tanaka.
I just want to tell you, John Watanabe, it's been a true pleasure calling this match this entire tournament.
Being a part of this moment in history.
We have times when I kid you and you kid me, and all kidding aside, it's been a pleasure to work with John Watanabe.
Thank you, Eric. Calling this tournament, being on this road to history in the making, the ultimate right here. The championship in FMW. Your winner, the Gladiator. Domo arigato. Thanking the fans here in this FMW arena. Thanking the fans for showing their support, for coming out to be a part of this moment. Thanks for sharing, says the Gladiator. Oh, what a night.
Hayabusa's still in the ring. The man should have no regrets. Put on a tremendous show.
Absolutely, Eric. He has nothing to be ashamed of. He gave it his all. Right now, it looks like Hayabusa showing tears.
He's a very emotional man.
Absolutely.
They have seen him meet Gladiator.
There will be other times.
Not surprising at all.
They're not stopping here.
They love fest drinking. For their fallen champ.
They still want more. Win, lose, or draw, Hayabusa is still Ichiban here in Japan. Oh, he's holding that on. He's hurt. He gave it his every last breath just to tell the fans how much he appreciates them.
And he too is going to, looks like he's going to take a big got a very classy. He is not hanging his head in shame.
He reaches out to the fans, not taking them for granted at all. This was a great moment in FMW history. John Watanabe here with Eric Geller.
Like I said out in the ring, this belt right here used to belong to Atsushi Onita, the greatest professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. Now I have it. I promise to defend this belt to anyone. That includes Fuji. That includes Oya. And definitely Hayabusa's going to get another chance. Lethal Weapon, Wing Team, FMW Team, everybody gets a chance. But I definitely want to single one person out by name. That's my cousin, Horace Boulder. Horace Boulder, you were not in this tournament. You didn't have a chance to win this belt. Come here, brother. Come here. You were not in the Grand Slam tournament. I know you want this belt. So I promise you, I will defend this belt against you. You're gonna give me a shot. I'm gonna give you a shot at this belt right here. You're gonna give me a shot at that belt? Right here. My own blood. Thank you, man. We're gonna go for it, brother. Right. Toe to toe. Toe to toe. Yeah. Thank you. Great match, man. Yeah. See this belt? Looks good. The FMW heavyweight strap. This belt right here has made me the proudest wrestler in the world today. Proudest in the world. Like I said, I'm gonna defend it against anybody. Now I'm gonna kiss this belt because I love it. Yeah! Yeah! FMW Heavyweight Championship of the world, baby! Yeah!
今日本当にすみませんでした。ベルトが取れなかったのは本当に悔しいです。だけど必ずあのベルトは僕らの元に取り戻します。ベルトは取れなかったけど、今回のリーグ戦を開いてくれた会社とそれに参加して胸いっぱいのファイトをしてくれた全員の選手に感謝します。みんながあのベルトにそれなりの気持ちで挑んできてくれたことが本当に嬉しかったです。これからの新生 FMW は軍団とかそれだけじゃなくて個人個人の戦いも重視していきたい、そう思いました。グラジエーターに伝えておいてください。コングラチュレーション。私は絶対に諦めません。それが新生 FMW です。本当にありがとうございました。
What a Grand Slam championship. Now, I told you folks, and I told my partner, that the Gladiator would be victorious over Hayabusa. He has grounded the Falcon for good. I told you that, John. I don't know what you're watching. I have been in the ring with both of these men. I sparred with them both, and I knew for a fact the Gladiator was going to win. Now, you, my friend, don't know a thing about wrestling. They ought to, you know what? You're going down. I will cut you right now. I will take those. You don't deserve them because you are not a man.
Yeah. I know nothing about wrestling. Hey, to you inside wrestling fans, this Eric Geller is the biggest mark I've ever seen.
Do not mock me, John. Don't mock me.
Yeah, right. Hey, cut it off. I mean, knock it off, okay? Well, in the end, Mike Awesome won the finals of the Grand Slam tournament. You got to give credit to both Hayabusa and Mike Awesome, the Gladiator. It was East versus West. The West won in the end, but Mike Awesome did say he won the title in honor of the Japanese legend Atsushi Onita, the founding father of FMW. So in a way, the Gladiator did do FMW proud. And we hope you're proud of this series of hardcore matches we're bringing you from Japan. We hope you'll join us more in this FMW home video series, home entertainment series. And coming up, you'll see in this series matches involving your favorites like the high-flying Hayabusa, Mr. Uya, Ricky Fuji, ladies like Megumi Kudo, the Shark, and Bad Nurse, and of course, Mother-in-Law. And also in this series, you'll see exciting 6-man and 8-man electrified barbed wire matches. Hardcore action you can't get anywhere else except from FMW, the true originators of modern-day hardcore wrestling. From the FMW Training Center, I'm John Watanabe along with Eric Geller. See you next time from ringside.